Rams.
What's good, my brother? Rising.
Grand Rising. Peace King. How you?
Hey, shit, man, just fucking wiring this fucking panel, and then I guided myself from whoever fucking wired the top shit, and I just realized, bro, I just wired mad cables. Now I'm sweating, and I usually don't even sweat. Now I'm sweating because they wired this shit the security way. So I took myself and I was wiring it the security way, and I was supposed to do it the regular industrial way, bro. Oh my
Yeah, so
god.
you gotta do it all over and then fix it. Going back over
Type shit.
work.
Type shit, bro.
Damn, bro.
And it's almost time to leave too. Crazy.
I was like, damn, he's still at it, but then I forgot it's only 12:35 though. I'll let you get back to doing what you're doing.
Nah, you good. I was here like at 11:15. I thought I had seen yesterday you had put a post, and I thought I read 11:15. So I came in here at 11:15, and then I saw that it's scheduled at 12:30. So I was like, oh, I bet.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I think it's been 2-3 weeks since I did it. Pat, Peace King. Darnell, Peace Queen. Lily, Peace Queen. Quad, Peace King. Peace and blessings to everybody on here with us.
What's good, everybody?
I forgot they can't talk back to us.
Yeah, thanks. It's not Zoom.
All right, so I'm just giving people time to get on here. This episode is gonna be a little different. I mean, it's different than the last one. I think the last one we did. I think the last Wednesday we had was when we did on live. I mean on Zoom. We did the soap. Well, we talked about the soap. We spoke about the soap, and then we did the laundry detergent and the deodorant, and then Levine showed us how we can make our own bleach, fabric softener. Then we went into growing fruits and vegetables, all of that good stuff. So if you missed that episode, I would definitely go ahead and check our last. I think, let me see the name of it. It was on Zoom, so I think I joined it. I mean, I think I put it to YouTube. Pretty sure I did. What was it? It was called Snipers Command Center. That was episode 16. This is episode 17. We missed a few on this one. If you I'll let more people get in here still. What am I doing? All right. That thumbnail hard. How we feeling? How are we feeling, my people? How are we feeling? Are we feeling amazing? Plus, we got action in the market. Amazing and blessed, Lily. Love that. Love that. Okay, SPY. SPY's at 750. We got metals popping off. Silver going crazy. Gold, man. Gold is absolutely killing it. Y'all seen gold today?
Facts. Oh yeah.
And gold and silver. Let me see. Let me check silver. Gold ejected right at my trend line. I mean my not my trend line, my resistance line that I have. We'll pull that up when we get into the market structure. Um, for this episode, we're going back to how we normally do it. Um, so we'll start off with faith and alignment, and then we'll go into market structure. The body is your first investment, and the blueprint for winning, ownership over consumption, and breaking mental and financial chains. Lily, thank you. You always ask me how I'm doing, so I know you actually care. Touched by that. Like, but because some people just say it just because we're programmed just to ask the fuck. I'm doing amazing, incredible. I'm doing really good. My man, I'm just improving one day at a time, and and today was real good. My physical therapy, they were like blown away. The progress, I got it to zero extension, as flat as possible again, 123 degrees. I was able to bend. We want 125. Um, I'm walking on it now. But I'm still using the crutches too. I'm just building my muscle, but I walk on it without the crutches now too. So they told me one thing that gave me a bigger boost for my mental. They told me out of all the injuries they seen it before, but it's rare. Not too many people are able to recover how I recovered so far. So this is amazing. Normally, they're not getting the. I got my full, what do you call it? My full rotation, so it's not bent or nothing no more. Now I got the full thing, so it's back. I mean, it's not back like it never left, but we almost there though. We just got to build strengthen these muscles. That's really the thing right now. I'm just taking it slow, doing the exercises correctly, but everything is going super amazing. I didn't take my medicine because I hate that medicine so much. I do not like taking medicine. One, the only one that I'm taking is the one that's not going to build, that's going to not allow the scar tissue to grow back, so I don't have that bent knee again. So it stays not locked, so it stay loose. So I take that. But if I would have took that on here, high as hell. I wouldn't be able to even talk to y'all. Like I could talk, but I'm too calm on that. Way too calm. Way too calm. I do not like that shit. Can't wait till I stop taking that shit. Every time I take it, I be like, I hate this shit. I know they killing me. But Deshaun, Peace King, Talisha, Peace Queen. Hey, everyone. She's talking about me. The party can get started now. Thank you, Talisha. Uh Drum banger. Peace and blessings. Sup, Rams. Hope you're doing better. Thank you. Appreciate you. I am. I am. Can't you tell? Look at me. Is that a person miserable? No, it's not. Absolutely not. If that's what you was thinking. Charlotte, peace queen. Now, yeah, I feel amazing. Um, man, I mean, I felt amazing the second day I got the hospital. First day I was like tired, kind of groggish. Second day, I was back playing around, joking around, and it's crazy. So YouTube, we haven't been on here because I've been recovering and stuff. Um, from my motorcycle accident that I had a few months ago. Um, I played too much because I remember before they put me to sleep. I remember all I remember was like getting on everybody in there because I was high. So I started killing everybody's shit, and then next thing I know, I seen a doctor walk past. I remember joking with this one girl there. Then I seen a doctor walk past, and I was out. Next thing I know, I'm up, mad pain. Look at my knee is wrapped. Crazy. That shit's crazy. But there's no Zoom link. When we do Wednesdays, Wednesdays is always on strictly YouTube, StreamYard. The only thing that we do is for people that have questions, I'll bring them up to the back. Yes, we have a backstage, Charlotte. If you're not familiar, we got a backstage. Rams normally don't bring them up. I think Talisha, Levine, a few of them fell already trying to come up to the backstage because he really doesn't care. But me, I'm gonna make sure you're all right. I'm gonna bring you onto the backstage and yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so if you want to talk or or if you got any questions, I can see you behind the wires laughing. If you want to talk or anything like that, you could just put matter of fact, I could drop the link in here. I know Ram's working, so I'll check the chat at the same time. I'll drop the link if you want to ask anything at all. You just gotta click on here. But y'all know Rams really don't be caring, bro. And yeah, so y'all we're back on schedule. Friday. Don't know what we talking about, but we'll see. All right, peace and blessings to everybody that's just joining in. We waited for you. You're late, about 15 minutes, not too bad. I know we do normally around 23 people, so there's going to be some more. Look, somebody just came in late just now, but it's okay. Just don't even announce yourself. Just go straight to the back, and I won't pay attention to you. Rams over there building a whole AI data center. That's a fact. He really is. Every time I see him do that, I'd be like, yeah. And he does know. That's why he has a lot of information about that AI build out stuff. He deals with the damn wires and stuff. But Levine, you forgot. There's no Zoom link on Wednesdays. We only did last Wednesday with a Zoom link because we was doing the gardening, and making our own soaps and all that stuff. So, but normally we do strictly YouTube on Wednesdays. The Zoom links only are for Mondays and Fridays. I went live yesterday instead of Monday. No, 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 no. It's okay. I'm not. Listen, I'm not the aggressor here. That's the person behind the wires. I'm a lover. I'm not a fire. Okay. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. So it's okay. Don't feel bad, Levine. Oh God. I hate to see our people just so traumatized. I'm not going to yell at you, Queen. All right, somebody else is late. Just go to the back. I won't even look. Just go straight to the back. All right, peace and blessings, everybody. Let's lock in. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. It is you we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not of those against whom there is anger, nor of those who are misguided or go astray. And in Arabic, we say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Idina sirat al-mustaqim, sirat al-ladina an'amta alayhim, Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen. I greet everybody in the words of peace be upon you. And in Arabic, we say, Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam, Ab. It's too early for your nonsense, Ab. Dot, 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 dot. Stop gaslighting us. Talisha, I get up at 4:30, 4:45. If I'm up at 3, no, I ain't getting up until 6:30. I'm up super early. So I don't care what time zone you're on. That's your fault. Uh, it's early over there where you're at, 9:48, but it's really not that early. Um, Over here, it's almost 1 o'clock. You know, I'm on the East Coast. It's almost 1 o'clock over here, so let's get up. Uh, okay. I have to start it off like that. I need to make sure I got your attention. I have to make sure that I'm fully myself. And now the energy is set. And now I could just zone out now because my sister or big mom, if you will, always want to come ruin the fun. Yeah, I talk about I'm the party pooper. I think Talisha took my place. Okay. Nisi, peace queen. So the first segment is faith and alignment. Um, and then over there, y'all could also watch Rams. If you want to learn anything about I don't know what it's called, but just watch him and listen to me. Uh, yeah, because I'm not moving him. All right. So faith and alignment. So let's focus now. I'll stop playing. I can stop on the dime. Set your mind right. Let's lock our eyes straight ahead. Don't look left. Don't look right. So now, for real, it's the hour to get in line with God and get our life in order. We have been through the fire. KT, peace king. Some of us lost money. Some of us lost people. And some of us lost ourselves. But the fire was never sent to destroy us. The fire was sent to purify us. Gold is not afraid of the furnace because the furnace only burns away what does not belong. Now we are back, like Cook Crack. Episode 17. It is time to realign the camp. So if we look around the world, so many people are lost. They are chasing everything except the one who gave them life. They want peace without prayer. They want wealth without work. They want blessings without discipline. They want the harvest, but never plant the seed. That is why they keep going in circles. God is not the author of confusion. When your mind is out of order of your life, when your mind is out of order, your life will soon follow. When your spirit is weak, your decisions become weak. When your discipline leaves, your blessings start leaving too. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan has told us that every one of us has a divine purpose. The sun lights up the day, but the stars shine in the darkness. Some of you have been wondering why your life has been so hard. Maybe because God called you to be the light where everybody else gave up. But hear me, you cannot shine if you keep living in darkness. You cannot walk with God while holding hands with everything else pulling you away from him. You cannot expect $1 million future while thinking like somebody else who gave up on themselves. And then we look at Minister Nuri Muhammad. He teaches that everything starts with the mind. If your mind is broken, your life will eventually break with it. Some people keep trying to build success on top of excuses. They want freedom, but they refuse responsibility. They want to win, but they don't want to prepare. That is not us. We do not move off feelings. We move off principles. We do not chase every shiny object. We wait. We study. We pray. We prepare. Then we execute. And let me say this with power. Stop asking this world to save you. No politician is coming, Trump. No billionaire is coming. No system built to keep you dependent is going to suddenly make you feel free. God already gave you a mind. God already gave you hands. God already gave you a vision. Now it is your responsibility to use them. Freedom starts when you stop making excuses. Freedom starts when you master yourself. Because you could lead a family, but before you lead a family, you have to lead yourself. Before you could build wealth, you have to build discipline. Before you could change your community, you have to change the man or woman looking back into that mirror. That is where the battle begins. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is proof that you finally respected your future. If you cannot control your emotions, you will never control your money. You will never control your appetite, your destiny. If you cannot tell yourself no today, life will keep telling you no tomorrow. So today we get back in alignment. We align our faith, mind, body, family, finances. We align our purpose. Everything moves together because when a man and a woman gets in line with God, fear starts disappearing. Confusion starts disappearing. Excuses starts disappearing. And purpose begins to speak louder than problems. Command center. This is the command center. So we stand tall. We put our armor on. We lift our heads and strengthen our faith. Tomorrow, we do not just enter the markets. We enter the day with God in front of us, discipline beside us, and purpose behind every step we take for peace. And that's how we start off faith in alignment. Denise, peace, queen. And now we could go into market structure. Now I'm high off life. So the next segment is going to get better and better. The segment after this market structure is my favorite one, and the one that I've been waiting to do. Don't laugh and then say hi app. So I just playing with you, Denise, a little bit. All right. Let's see. Let me put YouTube on my phone so I can see what y'all talking. Good Lord, this is gnarly. What was I about to do? Oh, okay. Yo, that thumbnail hard. Y'all see me out there? I had that. Yeah, that's our shirt. Yeah, we did that. Yeah. Shout out to Forever After Money. He's our what do you call it? Why can't I think right now? He's our designer.
Designer.
Yeah. I don't know if he knows that or not, but he's our designer.
I don't think he know it, but yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He has no choice. It's like that. Nasty price action. So if you don't know, now you know. I don't know. I just wanted to say that, to be honest, but that's not where I was going with that. It just sounded so good to say. I always wanted to say that. If you don't, yeah. All right. Anyway, so we've been in this range. The range that I have is 740 to 756, and the our immediate range that I have is 740 to 750. So we're at the top of the range. So that candle right there, bro, it's about to be true. Real quick. You over there banging the shit out that thing. You
Oh
got it?
shit, my bad. I thought I was.
You good? You need help? You want me to come? You got it? Yeah. All right, bet. All right, say no more. All right, I'm out there. All right. See, that's what a brother is all about. Talisha asked what you building over there, Rams.
I'm in the IT closet. I'm rewiring it.
And so I love that. I always been into stuff like that. I just never went to school for it, but I like this. I like
Gotta
stuff.
rewire this whole panel.
Bro, I don't know. I know you be like, I'm glad your kids are older now, because if I had to do that and then come home, everybody don't talk to me for like a good hour. An hour, 2 hours before we start talking to me. I know that's what's your brain, boy.
Nah, I do it so much. I don't even look at it. I just quick.
Showing off. That's what that
We
was.
are.
Yeah. All right. So we're in the range, and now we're at the 10. We're at the 10-day moving average, approaching there, and we're approaching my resistance. You can see the red line right there, and looks no coincidence. I know I'm a sniper. It's no coincidence that the 10 that you would think that I would drop the line on top of the moving average, but no, actually the moving average came to the top of my line. It wasn't there. It wasn't there before. I promise. So I'm so serious. But so you see the 10-day moving average is right there at our red resistance right there. That is called sniper's activity right there. So right now we're approaching it, but we're not rejecting that hard. We got the 20 down here, which is the yellow one, and we got the 5-day, which is the orange. So we're essentially pinned. But what I like here is the 10-day is kind of rising up. I'm not sharing my screen, Talisha.
Yeah, nah.
Thank you. Something told me to look over there. Thank you, Talisha. Imagine if, woo, I haven't did that in a long time. I'm glad you ain't at volleyball practice yet. Oh my god, because Rams busy. So everybody else they would have just Talisha, I won't mess with you for the rest of the life. Everybody else would have just they would have told me 10 minutes in. Unbelievable. All right. So the 10 is right here. I gave you the commentary. Yeah, if you remembered everything, how the line, the moving average was there, it came towards my line. You get it. All right, so I would say it's pinned, but if we look at our 10-day, it's kind of rising up. So that means it's going to allow price to test it. And as we can see, we're doing that, and we already recaptured the all-time high. Is that the all-time? We already recaptured. Wonder why I put it here. What candle is this? July. All right, we recaptured July 10th AVWAP. I'm not sure why I anchored that one. All right, so yeah, we're fighting with it actually. So I like how we're looking here. If you look, what do you got here? So we start here at the bottom. Peace Queen, I see you, Angie. Ash, Peace Queen. I really want to know how Rams maintains balance and not experience burnout. He be working for real, for real. Dr. Frankenstein with all them bots, raising garden, nursing his dog, and marking them charts up crazy. Strong mind, strong individual. You got any Rams? I don't want to really throw you off, but if you have anything to say to that, what helps you balance all of that? Because I know working on them damn cables would have my head in a chokehold. And if you're not able to talk, it's all good. Um, so we start at the bottom, and as you can see, you can't fight the trend. The trend is your friend. Look, we go up, and we got higher highs. We got a higher high here, right? But then we come down. Now we got a higher low right here. We go up, we don't got higher highs, but we have a higher low. But then we start ranging. So this kind of invalidates itself. But one thing that I like though is we are holding my May 11th AVWAP. Look at that. We can't lose it. And then this was really interesting. We didn't buyers really was here. They came down for the retest, but we didn't touch the AVWAP. They immediately stepped in. Immediately. So that was very interesting. And there's no real rejection up here, up top, the resistance. Yeah, yes, we have a wall, 750 wall, but it seems strong because we're struggling there, but the rejections is telling me otherwise. The only reason why we're not getting through it is because of low volume. If I look at the chart, I don't know. Let me check. Let me check. I'm gonna check the volume. But you could look at the candles without looking at the volume. But if we look, we could see what's today's date. Oh, let me go to the daily. Yeah, so from July 7th until buyers stepped in July 17th, the volume was flat. It was neutral. July 17th, buyers came in again. And then we had sellers step in the following session, which was the 20th, but the volume wasn't higher than the previous day on the 17th. After that, yesterday, low volume, today, even lower volume. But look at the move that we're doing. So we're resetting because the volume, like Rams explained, I don't have the volume profile on my chart, but when the volume goes like this down, it's resetting. Your bars. How could I put it? Your bar starts big here, and then the next one might be like this. Just think of these like volume bars. The next one might be like this big of a candle. Then the next one, I could have used my drawing thing, but that thing be acting up. Then the next one is like this, and then it gets smaller, and then it resets. Then you'll see. Let me just continue. It'll reset. After this one might be the lowest right here, right? And then you'll see it reset. It'll explode with the next following candle. So that's what it's doing right now. We got our one for the 17th, the 20th, 21st, and the 22nd. If you look at your volume profile, it looks exactly like that. Talk back to me. It looks exactly like that. I'm looking at Webull though. I don't use the volume profile a lot, but I've been using it since Rand started talking about it a lot. Um, I use it. I use it off and on for like just to validate what I'm seeing. So I wanted to see the volume, so I went and checked, but it's not an everyday thing for me. Or I might check at the end of the day, like let's see if buyers was really there, or let's see if sellers were really there to see if it was a fake out. Got that from Rams. Don't worry, Rams. I'll give you the credit. All right. And guess what? We recaptured the 50-day moving average again. Talk back to me. All right. So we're looking strong. So the reason why I was saying that 750 wall, we had low volume every time we approached the 750. So it just seems like a trap, to be honest. No real rejection. Nothing that really scares me by looking at these candles. Not even this big red candle. This don't scare me. Look at the bottom. Buyer stepped in immediately towards the end of the closing and pushed it right back above the AVWAP. This right here is the only thing that worried me. This right here. So I know what's about this right here was from my perspective and in my opinion was what I call a distribution candle. It's institutions leaving. They already been hedging heavily with puts, and I feel like they're leaving now out of the S&P 500, and now we're getting the retail pushing. So that's why volume dropping significantly, because this is retail these past 2 days. Even this is retail because this candle, I mean, this volume is super low. We got lives where Rams go over the volume, how you could compare it to how you could know when institutions step in and stuff. I don't know off the top of my head, but if you're interested and you remind me when you see Rams get away from the cable wires, remind me. Like when we know he's off of work, because I don't remember the live. So we're coming back up there to retest that 750, 755. Ab believes that we get all-time highs. Yesterday on our Zoom, I said that I believe today will be a negative day based off of VIX. I believe that. So VIX told me that. But also in the Discord, because I don't want to confuse y'all. Yeah, so we're actually going to start pumping now. Got 1630. VIX got some room to drop. It could drop down to $15 or lower. So what I see is negative day today. But we got a good pop. I don't know how where did we open at today? I don't know where we opened. I wasn't looking at the market. Did we open at 746, 745? I think we opened around 746. Well, we got a $3 move so far, $4. Angie, I don't know what you're talking about. Data center is peaceful and nice and cold. No, if it's peaceful. Told y'all he ain't real. I'm still waiting to see blood. Oh yeah, Ramp. Yep. He's a mad scientist. Maybe right. Shows that because that's always a dead giveaway. I was tripping searching for the Zoom link. Yeah, start when you check the descriptions in the Discord, when I do the upcoming events, I always drop the link to whatever it is in the descriptions. So the YouTube link was there, but Wednesdays, I know it's been a minute. Wednesdays we do YouTube, right? Monday, Fridays is Zoom. So I think we open at 7. Okay, yeah. So $3.65 move so far, which sucks. And Talisha, if I'm not mistaken, you said the move was $15 this week. Yesterday we did what? Was that a $3 move too yesterday? Because I think we was around 740, 741. Oh no, we wasn't. So we was at 744. Oh wow. We didn't do nothing. So, and it might look like, oh my God, the market's killing it, but no. No, not really. So we did about was 740. What was it? We'll say 744. We only did about a $6 move, basically. We opened at $746.62. Um, so we didn't do much yet. That candle is a nice candle. That was a nice retest right there at the bottom. Whoever caught that, congratulations. That was nasty. Um, let's look at SPX. Cause we could look at SPY, but why look at SPY when there's bigger dogs? The biggest dog is what we just looked at, ES. Then we go to the second biggest dog. The movement. This is SPY mirror, right? Look at SPX, and I'm gonna click to SPY. You won't even notice. Matter of fact, let me take my drawings off. You won't notice that this is SPX or SPY. You won't notice the difference. So watch, we're gonna go to SPY now. Wait, hold on. Get the chart in your head real quick. I should remove my moving averages too. I don't know if that's gonna throw you off. So look at it. This is SPX, by the way. Just look at it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now look at SPY. Hold it. Look, same thing, right? The moves is just bigger for SPX. So you look at SPX next, and then you'll look at SPY last. Same with the NASDAQ. You look at NQ, then you look at you look at NDX, right? And then you look at QQQ, right? And it's so much you could do it with the RTYs, right? The small caps, and then it's RTY that exclamation mark, I believe, and then it's just RTY. Let me see, it's RTY. So just RTY, and then I forgot. I think it's just RTY, and then there's IWM, and then there's IGV, and that's the tech. There's so many of them that you could look at. Um, but I always start at futures, then I go to the indices, then I go to the ETFs, right? And then you go to the individual stocks. It'll make everything make more sense. All right, so now we could put our moving averages back on. You see this? When moving averages do a wave. Remember I showed y'all a video about Charles Schwab, and forget them, F them. They charge too much fees. I'm canceling them. Uh, I don't use Charles Schwab. I'm a Fidelity and Webull type of guy. But I'm funding. Well, I'm not funding. I'm managing my Umi's account, my grandmother's account, and she used Charles Schwab, and I just been noticing their fees suck. Like I can't even get no ADRs or nothing. Like they charge $6. They are expensive. Make sure y'all paying attention to y'all fees for y'all platforms. A lot of people don't. I do. I want to know what you charging. They say it's free to grab these contracts, but is it really? And do you know? You should really be checking out your fees and stuff. You can be getting bust in the head. Charles Schwab is not it. I don't like the fees that they charge. All right, so back onto this. And I say that just to say, like, we don't look into stuff. So not back to this. I was looking at I'm on X, and I'm not a social media type of person. My Facebook is dedicated to Black real history, um, gardening, retail arbitrage, anything like that. That's what my Facebook dedicated to. My X is dedicated to sports betting and the stock market.
So I don't use social media for dumb purposes, but I'm on there and my mixtape thing popped up and I seen the streamers university thing, and that's I'm not into stuff like that with Not and stuff. I think they're sellouts. Like they're just hurting our people, making them dumb and stuff. I like that they get money streaming, but the stuff they do is retarded. But um then you like little old Charles Schwab, KT, oh that sucks. Um so with the streamers university, um damn, stop telling me stuff that I don't care about. Sorry guys. A little worked up. All right. So T Pain went he went to the show, and I don't know if y'all know T Pain. He's no dummy at all. So he went in there and he had paperwork and stuff, and because he's T Pain, everybody all the streamers that was there signed the paperwork. They didn't read it. So long story short, at the end, he was like, "All right, thank you everybody for signing the paperwork. All of y'all are signed to me." He said, "All of y'all are signed to my record label for 12 albums." So they had to stay with him. They had to stay signed under his record label for 12 albums. And then he was telling them like, "Stop just signing things. Stop just reading things, y'all. We gotta look into this stuff." But the SPX contracts are expensive. You saying in general or just like today? Because I could put you on. I could put you on. Talk back to me. Uh, damn. What is it? Uh, damn. I'm trying to find it. There's an ETF that sometimes I trade that's not spot SPX, but it's the S&P 500 is smaller, but it's bigger than SPY. I'm trying to think. Is it SPXM? I gotta double check. I don't remember if it's SPXM or XPXW or something. I forgot which one of the two it is. Uh, hmm. So not that one. So Talisha said XPXL. The one that I'm talking about is SP. I believe it got a W in it. I don't want to spend too much time on here, but I'll show you one that's not expensive. It's not expensive. Is it? Oh yeah. So it's S. It's S. Stop stuttering. It's SPXW. And then your contracts are about like a decent contract, like a 751 put that I had was only like $400 something. But that was when I took my day trade like a month ago. But they're like you'll get some decent contracts, $300 to $400 though. Not expensive at all. So it's called SPXW. SPXW. You'll be spending like for good contracts 300, 400. It's not bad at all. Check that one out. And if you like that and stuff, just you already know what to do. That's just how the regular SPX trades as SPXW. Oh, okay. So I don't think it's expensive then. Um, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends if you're going deep in the money then. Um, each trade costs 50 cents per trade. Damn, what the hell I was gonna say? I was gonna tell you about gas money, but I got distracted and it left my damn head. All right, so that means don't say it. All right. But trade IWM. IWM is cheap. Futures. But all you gotta do is check SPY. If SPY's IV is high as hell, you already know. Shit. If SPY's IV is above 14, you're paying a premium. Yeah, I said that. If SPY's IV is above 14%, you're paying a premium. So are you paying a premium? Let's see. Startled you. Shit, my bad. Let's check what's by at 750. I'll look at a 750 call for today. Yeah, there's a premium. So yeah, I see why you're saying it's expensive because SPY implied volatility is at 17% for just this contract. And the other ones, that's the lowest one. So you're paying a premium if you trade SPY today. All right. XPXL. That's a new one though, Talisha. I don't know nothing about that one. All right, so let's get into this. Please help me with that IV. All right, what is the best range? Every stock is different. For SPY, you don't want it above 14. 14 is your sweet spot. 14 to 16, I would say. Every stock is going to be different. So if we was to, could I get somebody to answer the chat? I'm looking at the chat. If y'all was to tell me where SPY is going, or we're on SPX, where does it look like it's going? Up or down? Very simple. Just look at the chart. And I'm even letting you see the moving averages to help. No answer is wrong. Should we use that for stock in the S&P? Levine, I use it anytime I'm trading SPY. I make sure my IV is around 14 to 16. Unless I really want the trade, then I know I'm just paying the tax for it. Yeah, it's trading side. All right, everybody's right. So it's going up. Yes, we're trading sideways, but I just wanted to know where we're at now. Where is it going? It's not going sideways. It's gonna go up more. So the top of the range is up here. $7,581. I use my broker. I go on Webull and I check my contract and I check the Greeks and just go right to IV. Oh, all right. Okay, how do we check for non-indices? Yeah, so I use my broker to check the IV, but you got to research to see the stock's IV of like what's the average of that IV. So yes, we're in this range right here with this whatever bull crap you want to call it, but it's a slow grind nonetheless. We're still respecting the trend line. And no, we don't like it. Bounce, bounce. No, we don't like it, but we are still respecting my trend lines and we are still in a channel. This connects to here, I think. So you see how that wick that I just grabbed over there? Look how parallel it is. Everything connects to each other. So we're still in this algorithm. So we're at the bottom of the range, basically. We definitely got more room to the upside. And that's why I see my all-time highs. So this is today's daily candle. So then you just move over one time, right? It just slid over. It gave me where the other candle will be tomorrow. And I just dragged that all the way up. And I'll be able to tell, like, by the days that go by, how high up we can go. Already right here, we're not going to get that move in a day. But already right here, if we was to go straight up, my top of my trend line for this buying algorithm, this buying channel is all the way up here, which will be at all-time highs. I for sure see all-time highs. So that the reason why I walked through that is just to show you why. One of the reasons why. Yes, we're in the range right here, but we're still respecting this channel right here. And we are at the bottom of the channel. And then we retested and recaptured the 20-day moving average. Remember, the 20-day moving average confirms the trend. Yeah. I always have. Yeah, always check your IV. Always check your IV. Because that's just like, would you want to overpay for anything? I mean, I'm cheap. I don't want to overpay for nothing. So all the IV is just basically telling me if I'm getting a stock at a discount or if I'm getting it at a premium. If I look at a stock and it shows me its IV is at 100, depending, and say there's no news and it's at 100, right? Now say whatever they're expecting, because they got it at 100 because they're expecting something really volatile to happen. Say nothing volatile happens, you get it, you pay, let's say you pay $100 for a stock. You like, man, this is cheap. And you get it at 100%. Right away, when you buy it, it's gonna be like negative 10%. Negative 10%. You ever got a stock that did that and like automatically as soon as you buy it, you're in the negative because you got it at a high IV. So when that volatile news come out, when it don't come out, you experience what is called the IV crush. The IV dropped from 100% down to where it needs to go. Let's just say 60%. Now you just experience the volatility crush. Overnight or instantly, that contract could evaporate just because you bought it at a high premium. Now, let's say you're expecting good news and the IV is only at 30%. And you're expecting something big to happen and you only paid $100. You got it at 30%. You just paid a premium, right? You just got it for a discount. Now, if that big news come, your IV spiked to 100. So now you get paid bonus money for your delta and your gamma. Then on top of that, you get your bonus, your IV, because the 30 cent spikes to 100. So they pay you that IV. And then on top of that, you get paid Vega, which is the extra money. Vega works with the IV. But Greeks, it's a lot with the Greeks. I forgot the black queen name on YouTube. We got it in our Discord. Just type in the education section. Damn. Just go to the education section and let me see. Type in gamma. But won't a low IV take you out far out the money? Depends how you're trading as well. What was that answer to, Talisha? But won't a low IV take you far out the money? It depends what it is, because that's why we got to know where our IV should be at, because if I could get a leaps option and my IV is around 60%, that's amazing. So yeah, that is good. That I'm glad you did say that. Talisha, I got what you're saying now. So yes, it does matter what you're trading. If you're trading what she meant by that, I believe, is day trading, swing trading, or leaps. Because if I can get leaps and my IVs at 60%, that's really good, because they're pricing in they're going to price in more because you got leaps. They're like, oh, well, you got earnings, or we might be expecting this deal to happen and stuff. So the IV, they're going to, the market's forward looking. They're going to account for all of that already. Versus my shorter dated swings, my IV will be lower. So that is very true. With the IV thing. And does that answer, Ash? But won't a low IV take you far out the money? So yeah. So for Talisha, as long as she could flip it for more, she don't care what the IV is within reason. So different traders. Because even if I'm day trading, I still look at my IV, because I don't want to experience a crush with Trump talking. He could crush your contract immediately. But won't a low IV take you far out the money? Does that answer your question, Ash? Off the top of my head, Lily, I can't even tell you. What I can do is research it, or you could ask AI to help you too. And then right here, just come in the Discord education. Was it Gamma? Or no, it's Greeks. My bad. But yeah, and then we gotta remember every question will be different for everybody. Certain things is gonna apply to me that won't apply for Rams, or Talisha or vice versa. We're all different traders, so definitely if y'all ask me a question, make sure y'all don't ask Talisha the same question and get confused. Y'all gotta understand we're two different traders. She definitely don't look at things that I look at. We're two different traders. We get the same levels, our but we go about it in a completely different way besides market structure, because market structure is market structure at the end of the day. Just hold on real quick. My apologies. I had to answer that. The queen called. But yeah, that's why I don't want y'all to confuse yourselves too. Like what I like, well, one of our people, I don't want to say nobody names on here because I know some of us don't really like to be out there in the public. No, I know I learned from someone, but we got somebody that's I like what I'm seeing because they're in Talisha's channel, and it's one person that's that's faithfully in there. And what I like about it is he's not doing what I know a lot of traders do. They start, I don't want to call us mentors, but they start following too many people. You need to find one person. You find somebody that you like you want to, based off of, like, say me, Talisha Rams. Whoever style you like the most, like whoever style you gravitate towards more, start really focusing on me, Talisha, or Rams. Don't be like, all right, I'm gonna follow this from Talisha, I'm gonna follow this from Ab. That causes a confusion. I mean, you could still grab some from both of us, but it really could cause a confusion because there's going to be a lot of conflicts between our trading setups, and I don't want y'all to be confused for real, because you definitely, that's how you confuse yourself for sure by following too many people. But so we'll just go to the Discord. My laptop's dying. I'm gonna have to go down, put it on the damn charger, bro. I can't stand doing it on the laptop searching. Oh, all right, it's this one. Black girl. So I knew I wasn't tripping. So it's Black Girl Stocks. This is amazing right here. She teach you about the Greeks. You'll definitely understand it. The way she words it and all, it's simple. So even if you're on YouTube, again, it's Black Girl Stocks. Stock options, Greeks explain. Um, that'll help you a lot with the IV and stuff. But as far as you wanting to know like what you think it should be for day trading or swing or leaps, you're gonna have to put a little more research into that. I want to spend the whole thing time on that, and I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know leaps off the top of my head because I'm really big on leaps right now. Um, so I got SPY going to the top of the range. It still has a lot more room. It's just going to get choppy. Candles bounce off candles. Look at this right here. We got to get through all these candles right here. So it's going to get choppy. And if you look, the candles are choppy. They're not smooth. That's why you're seeing that. It gets real choppy up here. So for now, we're not doing much. We're still in the middle. We're not at the top of the range. So we still could continue to go up towards the week. So overall, what I expect is for us to hit all-time highs, whether it's this week, next week, or the beginning of August, right? And then after the beginning of August, so like the first week of August, then I think we drop. I think we drop hard. But at that time we'll be at like 765 around there, and we'll drop hard, but we'll still we'll end up right back to like here 740 area, but it's gonna be dropped hard because we'll be up there like a $15 drop or something like that, and then we'll start ranging and chopping for the rest of the summer. We could come all the way down to 730, 728, and still be in a range. That's how big of a range we have. We're in the immediate range right now. If we drop down under 740 into the 730 pocket, we're still in a range. Look at this area right here. This comes all the way down to 728. This is a whole range from 750 to 728, around that right there. So you got to understand that's a good $30 range that we're in, right? And we're going to chop through that the whole summer, right? And then September is when it gets ugly. So that's what I got. And then if we look at metals, I said in June. Oh no, July 9th. I said metals is back because I seen it gap up into the golden zone. This is the bullish accumulation. We spoke about it last Friday. Perfect timing. All right, so we spoke about it at the beginning of July, or whatever. We seen it pop up into our golden zone. If we look at what the metals are doing today, jump to present. If we look at what the metals are doing today, look at when I captured this at 11:49. They're absolutely going crazy. Buyers bounced it out of the golden zone. So us snipers knew that metals was coming back before everybody else did. You're too late. And then look at silver. It's going crazy. Speaking about silver, I don't know if it's safe to show. Y'all know Rams has a support and resistance tool in trading view if you combine with the clear tool. So Sean's combining tools that we got in the snipers Discord. So Talisha's clear indicator. You don't got that. Then we got Rams support and resistance indicator. You don't got that either. So that's what he was using to help him identify his levels and when his trade is validated. So where was I going to go? Charts. Oh, look. Let's see what my boy is doing. And then look at that. Boom! 44%. Stop playing with him. And he just got in 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I think. 946. Yeah, 2 days ago. I can't keep going up. You might try to get another play. You get this one, you just going to be getting in the middle. You're going to get clapped. All right, so left runners here for take profit 2. Stop loss if you lose. Man, and then I'll check my channel too. Talisha's been disciplined. She hasn't gotten in any trades in the past 2 days, I believe. Wait, don't quote me on that. Yeah, she hasn't gotten in any trades in the past 2 days, and she see what I see, and I see what she sees, and that is nothing. No trade, no high probability setups. Like I said yesterday in the Zoom, if you are trading, you're forcing the trade, and it's not worth it. Clove is back like cook crack. You know, when you bring back, never mind. Never mind. You probably don't know. All right. Rams. Are you busy right now? What you getting? I caught you. What was you getting just now?
I don't think you want to see what I'm getting. You ain't gonna prove. You.
What was you about to get? He turned right back.
Oh shit! I knew you was. That's why I grabbed it mad quick. I'm like, put it down. Let me get it off the camera.
Bad man. I was gonna ask you if you could just talk real quick, but if not, it's okay. I just need to go to the charger. I need to go get my shit.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll talk a little bit.
Okay, can you answer Charlotte's question? Damn, I don't think we did that. Rams and Talisha. Or we might have did do that. Actually, I think Talisha or Rams. I think you did that about this right here. All right, let me go.
Okay, I see. Yes. Charlotte, if you want, start in the education section. That's a powerful section right there. Go scroll all the way to the top and start there. And then even in the pattern section, read through that. And that'll help you out and catch you straight to speed to what everybody else is studying on too. And if you want, the video we posted it's been posted a couple times there, as well. The Gamma video, between November, between Virgil and Ab, golden, golden. It's like a 3 hour, 4 hour video, golden though, full of gems. Um, but start like that, nice and slow, tab at a time. At least education, you're gonna get everything on the education. Damn, I'm looking crazy. You're gonna get everything in the education section. So start there. That's all jam packed with gems right there. Um, Let me take a look at. Oh damn, I gotta take a look at from my other phone. I can't show the chart here. Just want to see what a couple things are doing. I'm not gonna look at spot because App just did that. But I do want to see what silver is doing. And Vertiv back at 300. Oh damn. Oh, hold on. I'm leaving late from work, y'all. So okay. Oh yeah, silver's still going. Silver's still going. If you look, there's a perfect example. When I say I saw a pullback, see how Ab was just explaining to you? When you see the bars, they start big and then they start getting lower and lower and lower. But at the same time, what you want to do with that is you want to look at the candle. What's the candle doing correlating to that volume bar? Because if the candle is a full engulf candle, so either way, and the volume is very high, that's conviction. That means, all right, yo, they're here. If the candle is widespread, really engulfed, but the volume bar is very low, now you know that's an anomaly. That's a problem. That's not conviction. Something's off. One of the two, the result has to match the effort. So if both of them don't match, something's up. So you might want to watch it because it could be a bull trap. It could be a bear trap. Whew, it's hot as hell out here today.
Word.
Word. Alright, okay.
You back up, or you still need me to go?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, I bet. And as far as the play today, we hit the target, guys. So we have to cut. Like ain't no negotiations. We ain't cut yesterday. The target wasn't there. Remember how Talisha taught us? Anything between your stop loss and your profit target is just noise. So I don't care what was going on yesterday. We got the pop. We got the chop. We didn't lose the chop. We didn't get on a high volume basis for the sellers to appear and tell you, all right, something is the presence is here. I feel it. Let me get out the play. We didn't get any of that. So you stick to the analysis. You stick to the plan. Changing the plan on the fly for no reason doesn't make any sense to your analysis. So as long as your analysis is intact structurally, you stay in the play. Once you start hitting your zones, that's when, okay, let me trim. I have to be prudent because the same thing right now, silver could go to 65, 70. That's cool. I go right back to 49, and that's the problem. And this thing goes right back. We on some nice drawdown, and that's what we try to avoid. The macro analysis we caught, that was just the excuse to get the trade intent we wanted. And now we sitting real pretty on them runners because that's on the house.
She said you on that juice.
But that's that on today.
Yeah. Oh, so Dram, do you know if we I know my fault. I know you in the car. Do you know if we got in the Discord like where to go step by step or no? Is that something we gotta add?
We should add that. It sounds like a good Talisha job, but I am pretty sure, like you said, she did explain it before, and I was just telling Charlotte maybe start with the educational section because there's so many gems in there. Yeah. I mean, that'll catch you straight to speed to what everybody's been studying in the Discord.
Exactly. And with the gamma, do not go in there like, oh my god, this is crazy. I just want to let you know, man, me and Virgil been on gamma for a minute and we still like learning. And everybody else in there too. Gamma is the by far the most like intense. ICT is too, but I think gamma is just like I don't know. At least when Talisha explains things to ICT, I'm like, okay, but gamma is like I gotta watch this video again. Like gamma is really it takes you into so many Virgil say rabbit holes like that. Don't let it stress you out. Just know it takes time to learn gamma for real. So I just have to tell you that because that will make you quit. Oh, y'all smoking that loud out there. Okay. All right, but man, yeah, that shit from New York. You know, New York got that gas, you heard?
Yeah, they be wild in New York, for real.
Oh my god, I'm a fool, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't got no kids on here. Then. All right. So, I'm not gonna. That's all I got for market structure. We went on that for mad long, and let me get that round. Yeah, you heard when you could tell a sick cough note when that shit just it's like somebody come here, like somebody grabbed your whole lungs. Come here, you. that's that pack right there. Like oh, what you got in that thing? That's about 2 grams. You probably got some grabba in there too, right? His lungs on fire. You heard? Oh, he got the sativa on top of the juice. Damn.
Ah, shit.
I used to smoke. Sativa is the one that I
It's
needed
like
to.
the haze.
It's the what?
It's like the haze, like the fluffy type of bud.
So sativa is the one that gives you the whole, just the head high, and then indica is the whole body high when you just smack.
That couch,
Like
yeah,
the
that couch
shower.
high.
I hate
Hmm.
that indica. Yeah, I like sativa or hybrid. When I would smoke, that's what I miss smoking a little bit. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's change the subject because the devil was coming up to me. I shouldn't even be not saying that weed is the devil, but I'll be going against it anyway. Just trying to stay away from it. And we all different. You do, you do, you do. 'Cause I used to burn like every hour and a half. I'm smoking. Not no little apes, you know. But for another time, not in the legal state. But recreational weed. Recreational weed. I have my marijuana license. Time out, I have my marijuana license. I swear. The doctor proved it. You remember? I used to be fried, boy. Come on there. I'll be on every trap live. I'm over there with a blunt. Don't make sure ad video not on there. He gonna be blowing down. You heard? All right, let's get. I get so distracted. How could you go from talking about weed and then you want to talk about God? That is the sin. You are not the child of the Lord. Why somebody on YouTube going, I don't know. Yeah, what you trying to say, Malika? I don't watch it no more. Say no. But yeah, word. I had to stop using that excuse though. But it did have me locked in. So this is the heavyweight vessel. It's a plant, you good. So it's a plant, Lily. THCO. When you drink it as a tea, and when you put it as like a lotion, or when you eat it, the minute you put fire to it, it turns into a chemical called THC that gives you. That's what weed doesn't give you memory loss. THCO and stuff. It's THC. It's when you put the fire to it. That's when the chemical substance come out and it's no longer a plant. It fights against you. So that's why I had to stop. But I mean, now I'm like, damn, should I go get some gummies? Shit, make my own gummies.
Sure.
I can't get their gummies. I got to make my own because they probably putting some perico in that thing. I don't want them to kill me now. Some perico or some of that fentanyl or something. They be putting fetty in weed. All right, so this is the heavyweight vessel breakdown, family. Let's lock in now. I'm focused. My bad, y'all. So let's look at the condition of our people. We're suffering because we do not have enough knowledge. But we are also suffering because of what we are putting into our bodies. Isn't it crazy how we just come into this segment? And I'm not judging nobody. Just listen to me, seriously. Because I did everything that you did besides that crack, dope, heroin. I didn't do that. We talk about feeding the mind. We talk about feeding the spirit, Ramsky. But we forget that this body is the home our spirit lives in. If you destroy the home, you hurt the spirit inside of it. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has warned us for years about the dangers in our food system. Oh, God, he's about to talk about my pork and my beef and my steak. Minister Nuri Muhammad teaches us about self-control and mastering our own self-desires. That's why I had to stop weed, because I knew I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to do, and it just didn't feel right. But I kept smoking because the high felt so good. But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, I know I should quit. And then once I kept telling myself that enough times, I was like, I read something in the Bible. God, I read something in the Bible that was like, once you're exposed to it, basically you no longer have no excuse on why you're still doing that thing. I'm guilty of it. So it hit me so hard. I started really feeling guilty about it. So that's what made me stop a lot of, and made me stop drinking as well too. It wasn't because I knew it was hurting my body, really. It was because I knew it was hurting my spirit. I felt it. But Minister Khalil Abdul Muhammad, not me. If you don't know who that is, you need to go check about him. He stood for our people, and he didn't care about nobody else but our people, because we suffered the most. He reminded us that the grocery store has become a battlefield. Thank you, Charlotte. That's a fact. A battlefield where we have to be conscious about what we put into our bodies. So let's break down the vessel. I love science. I'm a big math. I love math and science so much. I'm a dropout. I dropped out of 10th grade. I taught myself everything that I know. But I always paid attention to math and science. I love it. So we're going to do it clean, simple, and direct, because a lot of people confuse it because they want to sound smart, and they start talking about all this stuff that I just get lost. I don't even care what you're talking about no more. First, look at your stomach. Look at your digestive system. It is not a trash can. It is the part of your body that works hard every single day. Listen to me. Your body needs time to recover. Just like your muscles need rest after you work them. Think about lifting weights. You cannot train the same muscle every hour of every day and expect it to become stronger. That's because you're smart, Queen. Again, think about lifting weights. You cannot train the same muscle every hour of every day and expect it to become stronger. Eventually, it becomes tired. Your body works the same way. Many people rise up eating just big, right? Most people rise up just eating, hungry. They eat heavy meals. Then they eat late at night. The body never gets a real break. All of that energy your body is using to constantly process the food. Could be energy used for your mind, or for your focus, or for your creativity, or your purpose, but instead you have to put all that energy into breaking down that food. Minister Nuri teaches us self-mastery. So we have to learn how to control ourselves. Sometimes less is more. I'm just gonna laugh to keep from crying right now. What happened, Ash? Talk to me. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes giving your body a break can help you feel sharper and more focused. When you stop constantly putting food into your body gets a chance to clean itself. We're talking about detoxification. When your body stops constantly putting food into it, your body gets a chance to clean itself. It starts breaking down what it does not need. It starts repairing, restoring. You begin to start to feel lighter. You begin to think clearer. Your energy begins to return. Now let's talk about the skin we are in. The parasites, and ready for me to hear this convo right now. It sounds like violence. Ash, I know, because I'm not perfect. I still have things that I need to cut out as well. Like I don't do dairy. I do not touch meat. I don't mess up with meat at all. But I'm not perfect, and I can't judge y'all because I do mess up and eat cheese fries. And I don't eat dairy, but cheese fries, that's cheese. I mess up and eat cheese fries. So and I told y'all this a couple months ago too about the cheese fries. I still didn't stop. I mean, I cut down, but I still every now and then I fall into the being a victim. Well, I shouldn't say victim, the victim mindset, and I get that craving. So we're not all perfect, and none of us can judge each other. Even if your diet is perfectly good, I promise you're doing something that you're not supposed to. So it's not about. It's all about my whole job is to make you. If you're doing something bad, my whole job is to let you know that you're doing something bad, make you feel bad about doing something bad, and the rest is up to you. But I'm not trying to judge you. I just want you to focus. The whole reason why I do this talk is so you could be like, damn, like he's right, or I needed to hear that because I've been thinking about quitting that, and he just gave me that's all it is. But I'm not judging you at all. Peace, April. I've never seen you. Peace and blessings. Thank you for joining us. So let's get back into it. Let's talk about the skin we are in. And I'm black, by the way. So I can't speak for everybody. I speak to my people. So you got to understand a lot of times when there be topics where I'm just speaking directly to blacks, because if I'm not Spanish or Hispanic, but they got melanin in them as well, so I can't even say them. But if I'm not European descent, I honestly can't speak for you. I don't know nothing other than what I read. I don't know truly how it feels to be European. It's different, and we don't know that, and it has nothing to do with race. Being racist, it's scientifically even like backed by genes, DNA, all that. You helping us stay conscientious. Where I saw you live right now. I started following you a while back. I appreciate you. April, love. I wanted to identify you by a male or female, but I made a mistake recently, and I just, I don't even do it no more. And I normally don't. I'm normally careful, but peace and blessings to you. So let's talk about melanin, because Minister Khalil will tell us, understand the power God placed inside of you. Melanin, I'm in Trapper Anonymous, I'm guessing that is, in the Patreon. Oh, I remember you. Sean, Peace King. Sup, fam, I'm at work, so don't tell the teacher. I am the teacher. Sean W. Go ahead. All right. So now let's talk about melanin. And we're happy to have you here, April. My bad. I was trying to say conscious. Minister Khalil will tell us to understand the power God placed inside of us. Melanin is a gift. It is the part of the design God gave us. It helps protect the skin from the sun. But we also have to understand that our bodies need proper care. We need sunlight. We need real food. We need the nutrients that come from the earth. Too many people are living off processed food. Box food. I see you at that drop. Fast food. Get out that drop through. Food filled with fake sugar and things the body does not recognize. Get you some sugar cane from Sister Levine. Then we wonder why we feel tired. We wonder why we lack energy. We wonder why our health is suffering. The body is a machine God gave you. But even the best machine breaks down if you put the wrong fuel inside of it. You would not put bad gas in a luxury car and expect it to run at its best, would you? And I know about gas. If you know, you know. Not weed. I'm talking about the gas I'll be trying to get y'all to help with this full tank. So why do we do that to ourselves? The stomach is part of the vessel. Respect the vessel. Take care of the vessel. Feed the warrior inside of you. Stop eating the things that slowly destroy you. Start eating the things that build you. Because when the body is right, the mind becomes stronger. When the mind is stronger, your decisions become better. And when your decisions become better, your whole life begins to change. You get the vessel right. So when you get your mindset right, and when you get your mindset right, God enters inside you. When he enters inside you, it's time for your life to become so amazing and incredible and where you never thought you would ever see it. He done took my life to places where I never thought, where I never imagined. Akeem, assalamu alaikum. Peace, King. I'm not gonna go too in depth into actual food because that's another thing I want to do for next Wednesday where I go into the actual foods and stuff and break down scientifically why potatoes and stuff like that is not good for us. But I know it's hard out there, y'all. At least grow the shit yourself. Like you want to eat meat, at least please. Like I know if you're on the East Coast, that's what sucks about it. But if you're down south, it's really no excuse, man. Get that money, get you some land, and we still have no excuse neither. We shouldn't be on the East Coast really. It's too cold for us. But man, we need to start growing our own stuff and get chicken. And you want to eat eggs, get you a chicken, man. At least you know what you're feeding that chicken. You know you're not like I went to Africa so many times. I think 7 times I've been to Africa, Jamaica. I've been 2 times. I like traveling and stuff. But when you go to like Africa and I was in the alleyway, I got mad pictures of it. The chickens, like you would go there and be like, damn, these chickens is small. Wrong. Y'all chickens is on steroids. That's not a chicken. A chicken is not supposed to be that huge. At least you know what you're feeding it and stuff like that. And but that's gonna be another topic. I'm not gonna go too much into that. And my queen is calling me. So we go into the next topic. The next topic is called, and this ties to it though. So we still in the same thing. You still gonna get what you don't want to hear but need to hear though. So that was the body is your first investment. This is the blueprint for winning, right? Power, leverage, and sovereignty. So let's lock into that frequency that we got now, because now we're on that frequency. Let's lock it in now, because we're about to go deep. We're talking about power, and we're talking about leverage. We're talking about understanding the rules of the game, because if you do not understand the game, you will always be somebody else's player. I watched a powerful conversation from our brother 19 Keys and Dr. Boyce Watkins. That made one thing clear. We have to raise our level of thinking. We have to stop looking at life from the ground. We have to rise above the battlefield like an eagle so we can see everything clearly. The late great minister Khalid Abdul Muhammad would tell you straight, you cannot win a game that somebody else is holding the cards to. You cannot win when somebody else makes the rules. You cannot win when you do not understand the system you are fighting in. So today, let us break down the keys to victory. First, let's talk about the Jordan principle. Sean, if you listen and talk back to me, we talking about the Jordan principle here. The blueprint of turning weakness into strength. Look at Michael Jordan. When people said his defense was not good enough, he did not make excuses. He went to work. He became Defensive Player of the Year. When people say he was too skinny, he got stronger. When people say his game needed more, he added more. He turned every weakness into a weapon. That is the lesson for the command center. Stop running from your weakness. Attack them. If your math is weak, study harder. If your trading discipline is weak, build better habits. Talk back to me. If your risk management is weak, fix it before the market teaches you a painful lesson. Your weaknesses should not be the hole where your enemy enters. I'll say it again. Your weakness should not be the hole where your enemy enters. Do you get that? Sit on that. Do you understand why I'm saying that? Because they will exploit that. Your weakness should not be the hole where your enemy enters. Your weakness should become the wall they cannot break through. Minister Nuri Muhammad teaches us that the real freedom starts with mastering yourself. If you cannot control yourself, you cannot control the future. And that brings us to the definition of power. Dr. Claude Anderson said in Powernomics, power is the ability to carry out your own plan even when others stand against you. Think about that. Power is not about begging somebody to help you. Power is not waiting for somebody to give you permission. Power is building yourself up so strong that you can still move forward when people say no. True power means creating your own foundation, your own skills, businesses, investments, your own network. Because when you own something, nobody can easily take it from you. Now let's talk about leverage. Leverage is knowing the value of what you hold. Think about this. A group of people want something valuable. That person selling it knows they want it badly. So the price is high. They agree to pay it later. They get the experience. They enjoy the moment. Then, Lily. They enjoy the moment. Then days go by. Now that moment is gone. And suddenly, the power has shifted. Let's rewind back. Leverage is knowing the value of what you hold. A group of people want something valuable. The person selling it knows they want it badly. So the price is high. They agree to pay it later. They get the experience. They enjoy the moment. Then days go by. Now the moment is gone. The excitement is gone. And suddenly the power has shifted. Why? Because the value was already received. Never give away your power before you receive your value. That is the mistake too many people make. They give their time, their money, their support, their influence based on promises. But promises do not build communities. Action builds communities. Leverage means understanding your worth. It means holding your value until the agreement is made. And I can do that now because my hand isn't broken no more. So now I can check somebody. My thing is held now. Talk back to me. Leverage means understanding your worth. It means holding your value until the agreement is made. It means not giving away your power for empty words. We have to stop moving emotionally. We have to start moving strategically. Think before you act. Build before you spend. Study before you move. Because the person with patience usually has the advantage. We are not here to complain. We are here to build. We are here to learn. We are here to become stronger. Turn your weakness into a weapon. Build your vision even when people doubt you. Protect your leverage, your value. Because when you understand your power, you stop asking for a seat at the table. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm coming, scooting that seat, sitting down and telling you what's happening. And I'm going to tell you my vision. I'm not asking you to sit down. I'm coming to sit down and lay down my law. We at the command center. Everybody is a god in here. And everybody's a goddess in here. We don't ask for permission as long as we're not disrespecting the other person. But if I make you feel weak or something, step your confidence up. I'm not dimming my light. Lock in. We need to stay focused, stay disciplined, and never ever stoop down so somebody else could catch up to you. Even if you make that other person feel better, they either step up and get to where you're at, or you just change crowds. As simple as that. It don't matter who it is. And I learned that. It don't matter if it's my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother. I love you. But if you holding me back, or if you feel that he on his high horse now, but that's a fact. I'm on my high horse. And I'm gonna stay up here. I'm not coming down. Like, I don't care who you are. I'm gonna respect my mom at the end of the day. Negative is negative. If you were a negative person, I love you, mommy, but I can't be around. You know, I love you from afar. I'll always check up on you, but I can't constantly have my energy like this, because this is bigger than just me and you. I'm trying to change generations, not just bloodline. Feel me? This one is next segment. I got a good stretch on my leg. That helps me scream a little too, because I'm over here with it propped up and my heel up, so it was mad pressure on my knee the whole time with the ice on it. And I ain't take no medicine yet. Hold on real quick.
I'm feeling about that right there.
Huh?
Ab Cook. Now I'm talking to the chat real quick while you catching your breather. Man, that was powerful.
Appreciate it.
AV said, talk that talk. Like that part. Don't ask for permission. Let me get that chair. Whose chair is this? I don't care. My chair. You heard?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's how I move for real. But I ain't coming into like bully stuff. I'm just coming in assertive to let you know, this ain't that, and this is me, and this is who I am. Accept it or
hell yeah.
Be together. All right. All praise is due to Allah. Ownership over consumption. Very powerful. Talk that talk. Now let's deal with the raw mechanics of the transition from worker to owner. What we call ownership over consumption. Look at the history of generational wealth. Raw, uncut, and completely direct. Let us examine the case study of the builder Fred Trump. How many of us know who Fred Trump is? Does anybody know who Fred Trump? It's okay if you don't. I'm telling you, like, we all started there. I didn't know who that was before at this point in time. Do anybody know who Fred Trump is? All right. So let us examine the case study of the builder Fred Trump. Lily rolled her eyes. In the 1920s, he did not start as a tycoon sitting in a glass tower. He started, and I know, like, it's like, damn, like, we hate these people, but you want to, just like they do, they know how we move, how we operate, how we think, and that's why they're able to give us welfare and make us dependent and all, put us in the ghetto and make us scared to move outside the ghetto and all that. So how about we learn who they are and how they think, right? Let us examine him. We do not, then we'll understand why his son is like that too. But we're not going that deep until with this stuff. He started as a carpenter, pulling lumber, swinging hammers, fixing houses for wealthy people in New York. But he came to a powerful realization, a simple economic truth that every man and woman needs to understand. As long as I am the person using my physical labor, my time and my energy to repair and maintain somebody else's asset, I'm creating long-term wealth for them, while receiving a paycheck that stops when the work stops. The owner keeps the asset, the worker keeps the wage. That is the difference. He looked at the chessboard and changed his strategy. He moved from labor to ownership, during the Great Depression. So what is your excuse? While many people were struggling and looking for survival, he was looking for opportunities. He was buying discounted properties and mortgage deals. He started building apartments. Over 27,000 residential apartments became part of his real estate operation. He stopped fixing units and he started owning units. That shift changed everything because ownership creates something labor cannot create. An asset that can continue producing value after the work is done. That is the blueprint. Now let's look at the numbers. The Bureau of Labor Statistics tracks the amount of times people spend working throughout their lives. I love math, numbers, all of that stuff. The average person can spend around 90,000 to 100,000 hours of their life working a job. Think about that. 100,000 hours. Your strongest years, your physical energy, mental ability, your creativity, your most valuable resource, your time. You are giving those hours to build the infrastructure of a company that may never belong to you. And hear me out, there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 with the right mindset. Are you working it to fund your dreams, your vision? Or are you just working it to get by? That's the difference. Our people will spend 40 to 50, sometimes even 80, and think that they are doing something big. I just worked 80 hours. I got 2 jobs. I got 3 jobs. And I just look at them like, that's not, you shouldn't be doing that. You're killing yourself. That's not a flex. Monday through Friday, sun up to sundown. Then when the weekend comes, we talk about building our community. We talk about creating something for ourselves. But we have to ask ourselves, where are we planting our best seeds? Because if you plant all your seeds in somebody else's field, you cannot be surprised when your own backyard is empty. The sovereignty strategy is about changing that. We must take some of that time, asset, and invest it back into ourselves. Build our own businesses. Build our own digital platforms, investment accounts. Build our own equity, family wealth systems. Stop selling every valuable hour to the highest corporate bidder, while leaving only exhaustion and leftovers for your children. Your labor has value. Your knowledge has value. Your time has value. The goal is not to just work harder. The goal is to own what your work creates. Turn your consumption into ownership. Turn your labor into equity. Turn your effort into legacy. The mission is clear. Build, own, create. Leave something behind. Build, own, and create, and leave something behind. Woo! Talk back to me. All praise is due to Allah, because He just, I tell you, when I'm not here, I tell you, when I lock in like that, I swear that don't be me. I pray and I ask Him to take over before I start my lives. That's why I be late, because I won't join a live without doing my actual prayer. So when I'm 2-3 minutes late, I'm doing my prayers because I'm late. I mean, I could come on right on time, but hell no. I'm going to do my prayer, and then I'll get on here 2-3 minutes late. We got one more segment. Now I feel like I deserve water. That thing tastes good. I think I was supposed to do breaking mental and financial change before ownership over consumption. This is the last one, and then we can get out of here. I got to go to the Queen. Breaking mental and financial chains. So we close the perimeter with the final tactical directive. You like that, KT? Yeah. So, brothers and sisters, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, make no mistake about it. The modern economy is not just about money. It is the battle for your attention. We need to know when to lock in, when to focus. I play a lot. I play around a lot, but I know when to lock. I know when to turn the switch on. I know when to stop playing. And I want everybody to just have that balance. You'll live life so beautiful. Every time I'm always happy. I'm always being goofy and stuff. But I understand when it's time to get the focus and do what I was born to do, which is talk to the people and uplift the people. And that's all of our jobs. We just have different ways doing it. Mine is to talk. Use my big mouth. This big mouth used to get me in big trouble. I used to talk. I used to pop it. I don't know how. I used to pop it so bad when I would walk, I would think that the cops was going to jump me at nighttime because I would do stuff that I don't even know how I got away with, man. I don't know. I would have jumped me. I even spit at a cop before. I was lost like a mother. Big mouth. Now God using my big mouth for others, different things, different ways, positive things and stuff. So they're in a battle for your mindset, our mindset, a battle for our resources. If you move through this world based on only emotion, looking for approval, looking for applause, and looking for validation from a system that benefits when you stay unaware, you are walking into a trap. You have to learn the rules of the game. You have to understand the system. Stop thinking like, oh, you bugging, talking about some matrix and stuff like that, man. That ain't no such thing like that. That was back in the day. Like that's why you still living paycheck to paycheck. You're ignorant. You want to be ignorant. Let's learn this. Let's learn this stuff, man, and get out of this predicament that we're in. Because we don't have to be here. We got the strongest thing, which is God. Use your faith to get out of the circumstances. You have to move with strategy. Now let's look at a lesson from the world of technology. High-level engineers understand one thing. Systems fail. Hardware breaks. RAMs, right? Networks go down. Data can be attacked. So smart builders do not put everything in one place, right? They use something called data redundancy. That means they create backups, multiple systems. Talk back to me, Rams. Multiple paths. Why? Because if one part fails, the entire operation does not collapse. If one server goes down, another server keeps the system alive. The mission continues. Now operate or apply that same principle to your own life, your brand, business, your money, future. The amateur puts everything in one place, one platform, one paycheck, one opportunity, one source of income. Then when one thing disappears, they panic. They lose everything. Imagine building a platform of 600,000 followers. Then one day the platform removes your account. Now what? If that was your only foundation, TikTok, you are starting over. This sniper does not move like that. This sniper prepares. This sniper builds protection. This sniper creates options. We build multiple paths. We build multiple income streams. We build our own community. We build our own database. We build our own media channels, own assets, own foundations. Because when one door closes, we already built another entrance. That is the power of preparation. That is the power of having leverage. You close this door, I go out that door. You close that door, I got this door. You can't trap me. The final lesson is the quiet execution now. Understand this. In the world of high-level money, the loudest person is usually the most powerful person. Where we come from, what? The loudest person is usually a coward, right? The loudest person is usually, I can't say it, but a vagina. The loudest a pussy. The loudest person usually is the one that get all punched on and don't fight back, but want to pop it. But in the world of high level money, the loudest person is usually sorry. And the same thing with the high level of money, the loudest person is usually not the most powerful person. Sorry. The loudest person is usually not the most powerful person. Just like with the streets. I meant to put the two together. Just like the streets, it's the same like business. They're gangsters too. The loudest person, the one popping that ish, is the one as soon as you chin check them, not gonna want no smoke. Same with business. The loudest person is usually not the most powerful person. Stop showing, what I mean by this is, stop showing everybody every move you make. Right? It comes to a point where you could show them most of it, but your people though. But you can't show them everything. You never know. You cut that grass low enough, there's a snake in that camp, wherever camp it is. Don't matter. I'm not saying there's anybody in ours, but you never know, you know? You don't want to tell everybody don't have the best interest for you, is what I'm saying. Prayer and words and spells are so powerful. If you tell me, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to start creating this and this and that by doing this, this, and that. If I'm an evil person, I can go pray that you don't succeed at doing this, this, and that. So that's why it's important not to tell every move. Y'all don't understand. Words is called spelling for a reason. Spells. Words is so powerful. It's life. If I speak words loud, like how when I'm talking to y'all, it creates friction, vibration, which is energy. And then I have emotion, so it makes it become physical when I speak like that. So anything that I speak with that type of power, it has no choice but to become physical. So you have to be careful what you say to people. Stop showing everybody your every move you make. Stop posting your account balances just for attention. I can't stand that. I've been in so many groups where y'all posting this 30K, 100K, 1 million. If it's for inspiration, cool, thank you. But if you just doing it to flex, I don't give a damn how much you make. You're not doing nothing for me. Stop posting that shit. It's going to hurt you at the end of the day. Somebody could pray that all of that evaporates. And if they're really tapped in and powerful enough, it don't matter if they're evil or good, that shit could come true. Y'all don't understand. There's voodoo and there's hoodoo. You better learn. Stop showing every strategy. Stop chasing likes and approval. Because attention is not power. Well, what's power at? Results is power. The people who truly control capital do not need to announce every move. They study. They build. They execute. They move with patience. They let their results speak. And remember this, being close to power does not mean you have power. Being close to power does not mean you have power. Owning your skills, owning your assets, owning your network, that is power. Your time is valuable. Your knowledge is valuable. Your access is valuable. Treat it that way. Move like a person protecting the nation. Secure your foundation. Protect your network and build your assets. Tomorrow, step into Step into this confident person. Become fully prepared, fully aligned, and structurally stronger. Because we are at the command center. Anytime you step into the Discord, YouTube, don't just look at it as something small. You're stepping into a command center, an ecosystem, a nation, right? The blueprint's already set. The perimeter is already locked. KT is locked. All you got to do is just stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. That's all you got to do. Stay focused. All you got to do is stay focused. That is the last segment that we have for the day, right? I'm going to end it off with a prayer and how I normally end it, and then we'll go. How everybody feeling?
Amazing, man. That was good.
Love it. Oh, Ash, my apologies. She said, put Ash comment on this. Oh, wait, hold on, I can do it. Ash, not Ab, you not already body shaming. Don't compare vagina to weakness, too. I hope we playing, or I'll stop laughing right now. All right. But, all right, great. Deshaun, I love that. Needed to hear it. He said needed to hear that. Love that. Love that. I don't know. We put all this up there. Lily, you come across that type of person. I could tell. This is what Lily said. Oh, hold on. This is what Lily said. I could already tell that she liked this. Great. Look, I love that. I love that, Levine. I love that, Sean. AV. Lily rejuvenated. Let's go. We just ended with a closing prayer. I'm Muslim. I'm Christian. I already explained all that to you. If you don't know why I'm saying that, well, I'm crystallized and I follow the path of Jesus Christ. So, in the name of God, the merciful, the most merciful, the most compassionate, Father, we come here before you with humble hearts. We thank you for life. We thank you for allowing us to see another day. We thank you for the strength. We thank you for the lessons that came through the struggle, because every challenge was not meant to break us. Some challenges were sent to build us. Lord, continue to guide our steps, clean our hearts, strengthen our minds. Give us the discipline to do what is right even when nobody is watching. Help us master ourselves before we try to master anything else. Protect our families, protect our homes, protect our health, protect our finances, protect our purpose. Give us wisdom before we make decisions. Give us patience before we move. Give us courage when we face obstacles. Remove fear, remove doubt, remove the distractions that keep us away from becoming who you created us to be. Lord, help us stop chasing things that have no value. Help us build things that create value. Help us become people of character, people of discipline, people of faith, people who leave something behind for the next generation. Bless the brothers and sisters watching the stream. Whatever battle they are fighting, give them the strength. Whatever door they are waiting on, give them the patience. Whatever dream they are building, give them the wisdom and endurance to finish the mission. Allow us to use the talents right away, the gifts right away. Allow us to use the influences right away, our resources right away, because everything we have comes from you. We leave the command center today remembering this: a strong mind, a strong body, and a strong spirit, and a heart connected to God. That is where true victory begins. May God continue to guide us. May God continue to protect us. May God continue to increase us in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Until we meet again, stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay aligned. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. Remember, the highest human act that you could possibly achieve is to inspire. Make somebody else smile. I don't care who it is. Just please compliment somebody. Say something amazing, incredible. Talk to your family. Help them, steer them in the correct path. Take them from the dark into the light. If you got your young nephews and cousins wanting to bang and stuff like that, tell them why. I mean, if you bang, you already banging, so you don't cut no oaths, but show them what they could do positive for they set or whatever. Like show them the how to go into the stock market, how to get out of survival mode, and how to not be so violent. Just because you bang doesn't mean you have to be a violent person. It's never too late to change. And just compliment somebody. And if you have a habit of, because I had this habit of catching myself because I was such a negative person, like clowning people. If I walk past, like I will catch myself clowning people. Catch yourself, look at them, and find something that you could compliment them. Keep doing that. It's repetition. Um, and just remember repetition and consistency. That's how you can achieve everything. It goes thought, then repetition, consistency, emotion, and then you'll have it. It'll become physical. Um, and just replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. The mind's the strongest thing in the world. It's just most of the people that's living, mind controls them. It should be the opposite way around. If you actually sit down and think, I forgot the percentage. 97% of people truly think. I believe it's 97% of people truly think, because you have a subconscious, you have a conscious, which means you have a brain that runs on cruise control, that once you learn how to do this, it just remembers where you just do it effortlessly. And then you have another part of your brain where you got to actually think like, okay, well, I'm walking. So I'm actually thinking like when my walk's like, okay, heel first, then toe, heel first, then toe. That's actually thinking versus my right one, just walk, right? We need to actually think um, and inspire and just be positive people. Smile. I'm telling you, laughing is the best medicine in the world. Smile. Stop being so angry. Stop being such an angry person. Um, and I gave the topic about the food because you're eating 3 meals a day. You're killing yourself. Your stomach is a muscle, man. You don't work out every day. You're supposed to eat 1 meal a day. Look it up. It's scientifically proven. But if you look it on Google and go by some of the things, they're going to tell you eat 3 times a day for a reason. And 1 time a day is hard. So just do 2 times a day. At least cut it down from 3. You wonder why you don't have that much energy, why you get tired at night, why you wake up. When you rise up, you're supposed to pop up. When I rise up, I don't do I'm tired. I get up like I can't wait because I have something to live for. I know what I have to do. I already wrote down yesterday what I had to do today. And I write down my whole week on a Sunday. So when I rise up, I'm motivated. As soon as my eyes open, I wish my kids were here. I would ask my kids and be like, how was daddy when he first get up? Loud. All the time. Everybody know when I get up. I got the best energy ever. And it's because I watch what I put in my body. I eat really good. And you don't just eat with your mouth, you eat with your mouth, your ears, and your eyes. And even your nose. I mean, some people do coke. But yeah, you eat with your mouth, your eyes, and your ears. What do you mean by that? You watching movies and stuff like that? You watching them evil people and stuff like that? You're gonna get evil and negative energy. If you listening to murder, murder, kill, 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 you're gonna see what has start happening around you, stuff like that. So be careful what you eat. That is your food for thought, for real. That is your true soul food. I got it for you. Not no fried chicken. That's gonna kill you. That's not soul food. That's slave food, right? Oxtails and all of that. That is slave food. Do you know what the oxtail is? I'll show you. It's that fat ass butt on the on the ox that you eat. You eating a hiney, nasty. Um, but yeah, I ain't gonna do that, but it's a lot of stuff that we eat that we're not supposed to. That was just slave food that we look at like crabs, like lobster was. Lobster was one of the cheapest thing that you could get. Like they used to give lobster to the poor Irish and stuff like that. Now look how fancy it is, right? Look how fancy oxtail, lamb, and goat is when they used to give that to the slaves and stuff, right? It makes sense, right? They're trying to kill you. I know it's really good though, and I know it's hard. That's why I said I'm not here to judge you, but I speak the truth, and if it hurts, you take it or leave it alone. And then I'm also not gonna sit here and act like I don't do things. I don't eat no meat and stuff, but like I said, I do eat cheese, and that comes from an animal. And I need to stop eating that because cheese give you mucus, and I like cheese fries. And as soon as I eat the cheese fries, I automatically can feel the mucus right here. My body talks back to me immediately. So we're not all perfect. So um, but that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all really enjoyed the show. I'm locked in, super locked in. So y'all got this part of me. The next Wednesday is going to be the same thing. I already told you I'm switching gears in the Discord. Uh, the last live yesterday, we opened up the Discord for a few early access. If you didn't get in, I'm going to go delete that comment, and you got to wait until August. We got the terminal. RamsOffTheCharts.com is popping. We got a ton in store for everybody. We got UFC and boxing. We already got our terminal up and ready. We already know who's gonna win that Spence fight. Our boxing terminal is phenomenal. Our UFC is phenomenal, but the boxing is crazy. Boxing don't really miss, really. With the props, we got the money line picks. Overall, we're hitting 73%. Um, I've been sports betting. Them damn home runs have not been hitting, but I've been managing my risks. Only spent about only like 4 units. I can make it back in one day, so I'm going to go back to wishing well today and probably just bet on run teams. I treat it like options. I don't gamble when I do the sports betting. It's all backed by data, and all of that stuff. Um, that's all I got, man. I just want y'all to live life, love life, and just serve others. Make sure you're doing something well. And I know somebody know it. Like I know somebody know it. I wish I had. Once you're exposed to it, you can't deny it, man. It's a quote in the Bible. I'm gonna make sure I find it. It's a scripture in the Bible. Once you're exposed to it, you cannot deny it. I can't remember what it is though, but my dog out there going crazy. Somebody probably back there. Um, yeah. All right, so that I already ended it off with that. The last thing I ended off with is: would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with the world and at war with yourself? That is so powerful. Every time. Would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with the world and at war with yourself? Most of us want to be at peace with ourselves and at war with the world. And I mean, most of our lives show that too, right? I'm going to answer it for you. You want to be at war with yourself and at peace with the world. You don't want to fight against God. You don't want to fight against the universe. You want to be in alignment. You want to fight against yourself because you're fighting the left versus the right. The left is your bad side. The right is your good side, right? You're fighting the devil versus Satan, whoever, Lucifer, whoever you want to call him. And you're trying to keep God in there. So it's always a fight against yourself in order to find yourself. You have to come from the darkness you have to go through the darkness in order to get into the light. And that's your job too, to help bring somebody from the dark into the light. And that's all I got for y'all. Just have a blissful day. Whatever you're going through, it's not going to be. I know everybody says it's not going to rain forever, but seriously though, we can't say much. But other than there's no such thing as stress, you put it on yourself, right? You don't have to be like that. You have a choice. No matter how severe it is, I learned that when my grandfather passed. No matter how severe it is, I have a choice to be sad, to mourn and stuff like this. I don't have to be like this, right? It's you have that choice. You're in control. You have the most powerful thing on the planet. The most powerful creation, that is the mind. It's nothing more powerful. And we'll go into scientifically why the mind is the most powerful thing in the planet on the next live. Other than that, peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace, love, light, and heal upon everybody on here watching. And peace be upon you. And in Arabic, we say assalamu alaikum. I'll see y'all in the court.